Got an old sketchbook, hate what's in it. Maybe only used 10, 15 pages. You know, sketchbooks are getting expensive. And what you can do is, if you've got some gesso, you can paint over the pages. Doesn't take long. You can leave some of the content in, and it makes for an interesting service to explore. This sketchbook I've had for 10, 15 years, and I want to use it for some urban sketching. Some of it I want to keep, some of it I don't like. Not because the sketches are bad, just because, I don't know, it can be better used, or I like to have kind of an ongoing theme in my books, and sometimes you just don't like what you see after looking at it. The other thing is that's interesting about doing this is you can get some neat textures and stuff based on what what you leave and what you take out. So usually a couple of coats. Sometimes if you've got some water-soluble medium on the page, it'll go through. See, this has got 2 coats here. Some of the stuff I'm leaving. It's an interesting sketchbook. I can't remember where I got it from. I think it's from the UK. It's got contents and page numbers, this mini calendar. So it's kind of a neat one, and I'm sure that living in Canada, I'm not gonna be able to find one. And if I wanted to order one, it'd be like way too much money. One of the problems with, as you are on your art journey and you get older, supplies keep going up in price, and you get to a point where you don't want to pay the new prices because you're used to the old prices. Here's another page that you can see I went over. So you can use gouache. I'm not sure how fountain pens will run on this because I think it's a clay-based gesso. This page I'll keep. Some of these I'll keep. This page is bad. Let's do this one. So, you know, it also kind of, for me, it breathes new life into the book, and it's cathartic to do this. And it makes you want to use your current art supplies rather than hoarding more and more. So now the other thing that you can use, I think probably would be a little more effective, but not as good of a medium to reapply on, would be acrylic paints or acrylic gouache. The problem with that is they're rubber based, so I don't think you could probably put some workable fixative over top of it, but that really smells. You don't want to put that on every page. I don't know. I just think that using the gesso will be better. Now these pages are not, I don't think they're made for wet media. This book is pretty porous. And again, I'm not sure how watercolors will go on here. You can actually buy a watercolor ground that you could paint on here. I know Quor makes one. QOR, I think their name is. I have it, but it's a very toothy kind of textured thing. So I ought to let that dry. Maybe give it another coat. Or if not, just leave it and then overdraw it. There's other stuff in here. Some pages are blank. I don't even remember doing a lot of this content. But anyway, it's just an idea. Something you can do if you don't want to buy a new sketchbook and you hate 4 or 5 pages in there. Go ahead and cover them. The gesso I'm using is like an artist's acrylic white gesso. Not acrylic, that is artist acrylic white gesso. So by Winsor Newton. Some of the cheaper ones don't cover as well, but I think I got that on sale somewhere. Anyway, so there you go. These pages will dry out, and I'll start experimenting with some different mediums on them and see how they go. Maybe I'll do an update. Okay, thanks for watching.